know QST. I've been finding it hard to wrap my head around this all day. Can you hear me? Give y'all a little chance to come in. What's going on, you guys? We are living through history. My God, so much stuff has been going on. It has been absolutely heartbreaking seeing everything that's going on. What's going on, Tiger Boo 2? What's going on, QST? Man, thank you for showing some love, Tiger Boo. Go ahead and get you some rest. I've been kind of waiting to see. I've been waiting to see if they're going to release the names of the other victims. In a way, I'm glad they haven't released any of the names of the other victims, but for the most part, I've been waiting to get the other names of the victims and, give them honor, because there were more people on the plane than just Kobe and Gianna. Obviously, Kobe and Gianna being the most relatable and touching part of the story, being that we grew up with him. Like, we know Kobe. We, the people, know Kobe Bryant, being that we basically watched him grow up. The man has 20 years in the league. He has 17 All-Star games. He's a champion 5 times over. He is MVP 2 times over, league MVP. So many. Oh my God, this man has so many stats. He actually just was surpassed by LeBron yesterday. And he did tweet out his support to LeBron and asked him to keep rising and keep challenging the game of basketball. So he was in no way affected by the bump or bump down, as you would say, being taken down a quick notch. Kobe retired a couple of years ago. He spent a lot of time with Gianna on the basketball court. Gianna actually went to a lot of training camps with the LA Sparks. They had a personal relationship with Kobe where they were actually looking to potentially sign Gianna to the team once she graduated high school. Like, this is more than just a gone too soon situation. This is more than just losing someone we know in Kobe, but this is also a legacy lost for what could have been and the things that Kobe would have done outside of basketball, not just with his daughter, but of his own Mamba mentality that we will not be able to see anymore at this point. A lot of people are heartbroken. The sports community is definitely shaken Shaq has some things to say. He's definitely taking it pretty hard. Dwayne Wade is taking this pretty hard. If I'm not mistaken, the Raptors played today, and both sides of the ball held the ball for a shot clock violation, 24 seconds, which is the last number that Kobe Bryant wore in the league, is the 24. So a great deal of respect is being shown. And yes, QST, she was very talented. Very talented. As a matter of fact, while I get my slideshow down, I actually pulled up. There's a video on Twitter that just had my heart. I cannot imagine what his wife and his other 3 daughters are feeling at this time. Or even his parents, because his parents are alive. Like, I can't imagine having to lose a child and a grandchild. You know, the saying goes that you should never have to bury your child, and I truly believe that. I'm actually going to go ahead and just open this Twitter up so that you guys can scroll through these tweets with me. Okay, well, that didn't work out how I wanted it to. I got to take this, I got to stop this, actually, is what I got to do. I'm not even going to lie, you guys. I am shooketh. I've been wanting to do this live all day, but I knew that this was going to be hectic for YouTube. I actually was expecting for YouTube to go down today. Like, Twitter went down when it first happened. Twitter did go down initially. And I'm actually going to put a little bit of a cropping to this so that we can focus on the 2 of them. There we go. There we go. I can't even begin to tell you guys, like, this is a very Aaliyah moment for those of you who were alive and kicking it, as the old folks say, when Aaliyah passed away, so you remember where you got the news. This is likened to that for me. Oh my God. Hey, YouTube Street Trooper. I was actually cooking when I initially found out the news, but I had a hair client that I had to take care of, and I've been working on some shirts for BJ's birthday. But I definitely wanted to, I really, really, really wanted to get the other people's names so that the families could get the respect that they deserve as well. According to the updated stories, there were 9 people on board, not 5. So 8 people, including the pilot. And those other children are presumed to be her teammates and their parents. So she wasn't the only child that was on that helicopter, and that's one of the things that makes this so very overwhelmingly tragic. This is overwhelmingly tragic on so many levels. And those of you who are my A1 day ones know that, you know, I don't take death very easily on any account, whether it's a child I know, an adult I know, or someone I don't know, or a celebrity, or anything of that nature. I'm not the most apt to dealing with anybody's death, but this one is definitely. I was a teenager when Kobe went to the NBA, so I remember the inspiration he provided by being so young and so talented from beginning to end, from start to finish, from trying to play on the tour ACL to playing with broken fingers, and the man has so much focus and drive and determination. I know one of his sayings is, if you're afraid to fail, then you're probably gonna fail. No bums and scammers, they are still investigating what caused the crash. And then I also want to tell everybody to please just be careful of the things that you see online. Be careful when you're sharing information online when it comes to this, because obviously this is a day in history. One of the basketball greats has gone to pass, so people are looking for their way into clickbait. There are videos going around of other helicopter crashes, and people are claiming that it's theirs. And that is just really unfortunate for the other family members. For Kobe's family, you have people with videos already out claiming that he was sacrificed and all kinds of crazy nonsense. Yeah, QSC, I know they were saying weather, but listen, that Kobe was known to travel in that helicopter, guys. Kobe was known to travel in that helicopter. So there's no way that, in my mind, that the pilot would take off in weather that he was uncomfortable in for any reason. I'm thinking it's some sort of mechanical failure. But yeah, as you guys can see looking at these tweets, like this is obviously him and his daughter. Gianna was 13 years old. This is the video that really broke my heart. This collection clip right here, I couldn't even scroll YouTube for a little over an hour. I just let this play over and over again, just looking at the relationship he had with his daughter. I know he was talking about an interview that they had together at one point, where the interviewer is asking him, don't you want to have a son? Kobe had 4 daughters. And so the coach is saying she had his shot. It's crazy. The interviewer is saying, don't you want to have a son, carry on your legacy and carry on your name? Don't you want to have a son? And Gianna jumps in and she's like, I got this. And it's just, I saw one of the LA Sparks players, Shanae, I want to say is her name. She was being interviewed and she was near tears, expressing just how much Kobe supported women's basketball, how much he supported the WNBA, how many games he was often at with Gianna, and they went to a lot of women's tournaments and the Women USA tournaments for the Olympics. He was really supportive of her. And to see the relationship that they had, for them to be gone, anytime a child loses their life, anytime a parent, has to bury their child, anytime a wife or a husband has to bury their spouse out of a tragedy of such unexpected proportions, my heart really goes out to them, y'all. It's really bad. Yeah, there were more children on the helicopter. It was 9 people on the helicopter. 8 people plus the I was supposed to share this live with my sister. She gonna kill me. 8 people plus the pilot. It's 8 people plus the plus the pilot. And I am heartbroken, you guys. If I'm being truly honest with you guys, I am really heartbroken for Vanessa and her family. I am really heartbroken for Kobe Bryant. Had a 7-month-old baby, you guys. They just had a baby. Now that the shock has settled down and the shock has settled in, I am truly heartbroken in so many ways for the Bryant family. I really am. I am hurt for them. This is a tragedy, and on so many, like, I can't really wrap my mind around it all, because you can't grieve one without grieving both, and you can't grieve both without grieving the other six. You know, we had that plane get shot down recently, and those are lives that are not to be taken for granted. It's not just losing. Like, when we lost Aaliyah, we lost Aaliyah. When we lost Left Eye, we lost Left Eye and the people that were on the plane. We lost Aaliyah and the people that were on the plane. But in this instant, we have now lost Kobe and his child and the people on the plane. And it's just really tragic. I cannot. I'm gonna go ahead and read the story so I can get out of my pee-pees. But I wanted to make sure that I played this particular video clip of him and her together. The two of them. The relationship that they had, the bond that they had, the legacy he left through her. And to have that taken so soon, it's just truly unfortunate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that original video back up for you guys. And I'm going to play it while I read the story. For those of you who have been under a rock and don't know about what's going on right now, which I don't know how that's even possible. So I'm going to let that play while I read you guys. Actually, you know what? I don't want to get flagged for that, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to read. Kobe Bryant, age 41, the legendary basketball star who spent 20 years with the Lakers, was killed Sunday morning when the helicopter he was traveling in crashed amid foggy conditions and burst into flames in the hills above Calabasas. His daughter Gianna, 13, was also on board, NBA authorities confirmed. The Los Angeles County Sheriff Alex Villanueva said 9 people were on the copter, a pilot and 8 passengers. He would not confirm who had died until the next of kin had been notified, he said. The LA County Coroner's Office said Sunday night that the recovery effort is expected to take several days because of the conditions of the crash site and its remote location. Officials have shut down roads leading to the site because of a throng of visitors trying to get there. The helicopter, a Sikorsky S-76B, built in 9:06 a.m. Sunday, according to the publicly available flight records. The chopper passed over Boyle Heights near Dodger Stadium and circled over Glendale Heights during the flight. The crash occurred shortly before 10 a.m. near Las Virginias Road and Willow Glen Street in Calabasas. Authorities received a 911 call at 9:47 a.m. and firefighters arrived to find that the crash had ignited a quarter-acre brush fire in the steep terrain, said LA County Fire Chief Darrell Osby. Responders included 56 fire personnel, firefighters, a helicopter with paramedics, hand crews, and sheriff deputies. Our firefighters hiked into the accident site with their medical equipment and hose lines to extinguish the stubborn fire, as it had included the brush fire and the helicopter, Osby said during the news conference Sunday morning. The fire also included magnesium, which is very hard for firefighters to extinguish because magnesium reacts with oxygen and water. The Federal Aviation Administration and National Transportation Safety Board are investigating the crash. The FBI is also assisting in the probe, which is standard practice. The NTSB database does not show any prior incidents or air accidents for the aircraft. The helicopter was registered to the Fillmore-based Island Express Holding Corp., according to the California Secretary of State's business database. The helicopter's manufacturer, Sikorsky, said in a statement Sunday that it is cooperating with the investigation. The fog was severe enough Sunday morning that the Los Angeles Police Department's Air Support Division grounded its helicopters and didn't fly until later in the afternoon, Department spokesperson Josh Rubinstein said. The weather situation did not meet our minimum standards for flying, Rubinstein said. The fog was enough that we were not flying. The LAPD's flight minimums are 2 miles of visibility and an 800-foot cloud ceiling, he said. The LA County Sheriff's Department made a similar assessment about the fog and had no helicopters in the air Sunday morning, basically because of the weather, Villanueva said. Dear God. Kurt Dietz, a former pilot of the Island Express helicopters who used to fly Bryant in the chopper. Kurt Dietz, who's a former pilot for the Island Express helicopter, who used to fly Bryant in the chopper. The chopper said weather conditions were poor in Van Nuys on Sunday morning. Not good at all. The crash was more likely caused by bad weather than engine or mechanical issues. There's the presumption as of right now, you guys. The crash was more likely caused by bad weather than engine or mechanical issues, he said. The likelihood of a catastrophic twin-engine failure on that aircraft, it just doesn't happen, he said. Judging from public record of the flight path and the wide debris field, Dietz said, it appears the helicopter was traveling very fast at the time of impact, about 160 miles per hour. After a 40-minute flight, Dietz added, the craft would have had about 800 pounds of fuel on board. That's enough to start a pretty big fire, he said. The Los Angeles County Coroner's Office is working on retrieving the bodies and has not officially identified any of the victims. But Orange Coast College confirmed that the baseball coach John Altobelli was among the others who died in the crash, so that's one name. As a mentor and coach for 27 years, he helped students earn scholarships to play at four-year colleges and treated players like family, the school said in its statement. Coach Altobelli was a giant on our campus, a beloved teacher, coach, colleague, and friend. This is a tremendous loss for our campus community, OCC President Angelica Suarez said in a statement. Altobelli's wife, Carrie Altobelli, and their 13-year-old daughter, Alyssa, who played on the club team with Bryant's daughter, were also among the victims, according to his family. Dear God. So I'm going to pause here for a second to send our condolences to the Altobelli family. Carrie Altobelli, obviously Alyssa Altobelli, who's 13 years old and played with Gianna, and then Coach John Altobelli. So we're sending our condolences to their family. Bryant was scheduled to coach Sunday in a game at his Mamba Sports Academy in Thousand Oaks and was en route there when the helicopter crashed. The tournament, called the Mamba Cup, featured boys and girls travel teams from 4th through 8th grade. Scores of flowers and Laker banners and photos of Bryant on the cover of Sports Illustrated were left at a growing memorial site outside of the locked front doors of the academy. Christina Mouser, Bryant's top assistant coach on the travel basketball team, was also killed in the crash. So our condolences to the Mouser family. My kids and I are devastated, her husband Matt Mouser wrote on Facebook. We lost our beautiful wife and mom today in a helicopter crash. Jerry Kacharian was standing outside of the church in the canyon drinking coffee when he heard a helicopter that was flying unusually low and struggling. It didn't sound right, and it was real low. I saw it falling and sputtering, but it was hard to make it out as it was so foggy, Kacharian said. The helicopter vanished into a cloud of fog, and then there was a boom. There was a big fireball, he said. No one could survive that. Across the county, across the country, public figures, former teammates, and fans alike mourn the basketball star, particularly when he was young, to be a part of his life and to watch his career grow. Watch him grow. This is one of the most tragic days of my life. And that came from fellow Lakers legend Jerry West, who's 81 years old, double the age of Kobe Bryant. West was the general manager for the Lakers in 1996 and maneuvered Bryant's immediate trade to the Lakers when he was drafted. So this is pretty heavy. President Obama tweeted, "Kobe was a legend on the court and just getting started in what would have been just as meaningful a second act. To lose Gianni is more heartbreaking to us as parents. Michelle and I send love and prayers to Vanessa and the entire Bryant family on an unthinkable day." So people have gathered outside of the Staples Center. They are in their jerseys. Uh, it's just, man, this is crazy. So yeah, everybody is outside of the Staples Center mourning for Kobe. They're actually doing a Grammys rehearsal at the Staples Center when the news broke. So at the time, I believe Ariana Grande and Billie Eilish were rehearsing or had just finished rehearsing with her brother. So it will, this has rocked the world. This has rocked the world. I just, again, this just gives me Aaliyah vibes, where everything just kind of had to stop. You know, I just, I'm sure traffic is terrible in LA. By the time I saw that Black was live, I actually missed it. So I just kind of been, like I said, waiting to get as much information as I can and taking care of some other vids. What's up, sis? What's up, Yvette? I didn't even see you come in here because I was reading. Yeah, street trooper. Several days is anything beyond 3. So I don't think they literally mean 7 days. But depending on how long it's gonna take to tame that fire, get everything put down, gather all of the evidence. Yeah, it's gonna take It's gonna take several days. And that's what I'm wondering, QST. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking that maybe he made the decision on his own. Maybe he felt like he could handle these conditions because if everybody else wasn't flying, he had to know that these conditions were bad. And Kobe is known to fly that helicopter. This is not unusual for him to have flown that helicopter around like that. He was known to take that helicopter to games and everything. He was always in that helicopter. So this is just, yeah. I'm sorry to hear you was in an accident, QST. Please feel better. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better. So yeah, this is a truly, truly, truly tragic situation. For those who didn't know, Kobe was a philanthropist. They have the Kobe and Vanessa Bryant Family Foundation. I'm actually gonna show that for you guys. Um, Give me 1 second and let me pull that up for you. Give you this website. So it says the Kobe and Vanessa Bryant Family Foundation is dedicated to improving the lives of youth and families in need, both domestically and globally. By providing financial resources and developing unique programs, the foundation strives to strengthen communities through educational and cultural enrichment opportunities. So as you guys can see, he Coach for Kids Mobile Health Care, Support for Kids in Los Angeles. You can donate to their organization now if you're looking for ways to support them. Um, Obviously, they don't have any needs. And with Kobe being the type of person that we knew him to be, I am certain that he would want for people to give back in the way that he gave back. Uh, I'm going to click on this link that says programs here. The KVBFF initiatives. So they operate the Mamba FC, a youth soccer club in Orange County that teaches youth athletes how to become leaders and independent thinkers while working together as a group to achieve a common goal through health and fitness. Then they have My Friend's Place, which is located in Hollywood, which is where an overwhelming majority of the homeless youth population in Los Angeles can be found, and where the need for comprehensive and coordinated services is the greatest. Vanessa Bryant regularly visits the young parents at My Friend's Place and hosts an annual holiday celebration for them and their children. They have Step Up on Second. It is a Santa Monica based nonprofit which has served the homeless population since 1984 and focuses on creating permanent supportive housing in Los Angeles. In 2014 November, Kobe Bryant served as the honorary co-chair of United Way's annual Home Walk for the fourth consecutive year. The event drew nearly 13,000 people in 2013 to raise funds and awareness necessary to provide permanent supportive housing for the homeless. So as you guys can see, they have some stats here. They have their homelessness initiative. So they were already putting in the work and giving back to communities. A lot of people don't know this. If you guys get a chance, you can go to kvbff.org, and that is where you can find out all their information for their program, for their nonprofit, for their to donate to their organization. All of that information is on their website. I am I'm having a hard time talking because this is really it's really shocking. It's still shocking, but it's really tragic and it's really heartbreaking. And there were kids on that helicopter, and people are burying their loved ones now because of this. It's amazing that not only is tomorrow not promised, but our greats aren't promised to us. Basketball is lucky in the sense that they still have a lot of their most influential players. Basketball has a lot of their greats. You still got Michael, you still got Magic, you still got Kareem. You have so many, Shaq and Charles Barkley, and so many of the greats and the people that made basketball develop. In every generation we got somebody that broke the mold, and Kobe was the one that broke the mold. And to lose him in this way, to lose him as he's coaching his daughter's team, as he's giving free travel in a helicopter to his daughter's team, it's just really heartbreaking. How you doing, Marie? This is just really, it's really, really heartbreaking. It really is. And so yeah, I encourage everybody to go check their foundation out, and check out the website again. It is kvbff.org. The Kobe and Vanessa Bryant Family Foundation. I, the take back from all of this to me is just that we don't take life for granted. Tomorrow is not promised to us. We are not guaranteed our family members, you know. It doesn't take long to, it doesn't take many tragedies to figure that out. So I kind of get annoyed with saying, tomorrow's not promised, because we've lost enough people to know that. Like, we know tomorrow's not promised. And losing so many bright children and so many bright futures, coaches, people that are willing to sacrifice their time for our children. Losing people like this is just absolutely tragic. So once again, my heart goes out to the family. My heart goes out to all of the families. The Altobelli families, the Musa families, the Bryant family, the pilot and his family. I don't know what made the pilot decide to take off in the midst of such terrible, terrible, terrible air traffic. But it's too late to go back now. And the world, not just the sports world, because you don't have to be a sports fan to know who Kobe Bryant was. Shame on anybody that's bringing up any scandals that he went through 20 or 30 years ago. Shame on anybody that's trying to drag his wife or claim that it's a conspiracy going on or anything like that. Shame on people that were putting out the names of the families before the families could be notified. But I just want to send my love to LA. This is giving me Nipsey Hussle vibes on a whole other level. Like if Staples Center was packed for Nipsey, I can only imagine what's getting ready to happen for Kobe. I can't even imagine what's going to happen for Kobe. I just can't. I really can't. What's going on, Jola? One of the greatest of all time. One of the GOATs. And then I saw that there was a reporter out there who apparently says nigger when she talks about Kobe Bryant so much in her spare time that it slipped up while she was talking about him today. Or maybe she just says the N-word when she talk about the Lakers so much that when she was trying to say Lakers, she just said the LA niggers, because that's probably what she called them. Did y'all see that? She better put some goddamn respect on Kobe's name. I don't believe it to be no accident, but I know people how they share jokes when everything is going on off camera. And it just slipped up on her. She gonna get her karma. You gonna put some respect on Kobe's name. I don't even have the room in me to be angry because I'm so hurt. What's going on, Black? She was saying that he played for the LA Lakers and she said the LA niggas. That's what happened. That's what the hell happened. Talking about the damn Lakers and called them the niggas. No, 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 no. That's probably what you call them on the sideline when y'all have y'all little basketball parties and eat your chips and raisins and shit. That piss me off even thinking about it. Wanch. No, it wasn't no mistake. She a mistake. She a walking, living, talking mistake. Why him? Shit. Every time something happen with one of our people, it's some nonsense going on. You now all of a sudden don't know. She ain't know how to say L.A. Lakers. Who the hell don't know how to say L.A. Lakers? Come on now. Come on now, lady. You ain't had no best bet. You should have just said I'm sorry and went on about your business. Took your lashes. That's what you should have did. Should have just took your lashing and kept on. You ain't doing nothing but making it worse. Trying to say you act. Don't nobody accidentally say the N word. It's not an accident. People be killing me. That's not an accident. You don't accidentally say racial slurs. That's not true. I remember I accidentally said the H word in a joke. I was joking one time. But I was joking. I admitted to it. I ain't gonna sit here and lie and say I was trying to say something I didn't say. I was trying to say that I just wasn't being cognizant of the audience that I was holding. I got too comfortable. But that's what I'm saying. That's that comfort. I wasn't using it as a racial slur neither, but still it can be taken that way. So I have to take responsibility for that. I just have to. Like, it is what it is. Yeah, Yvette, it came right. I just slipped. Yeah, she made a statement on Twitter where she was saying that she mixed up the Knicks and the Lakers, and that's how she ended up saying Knickers. She was trying to say Nakers, or some cockamamie bull crap she was saying. It was some bullshit. It was some bullshit. She said it, and she don't want to say she said it. I at least got the balls to say I said it. I said it. I didn't say it to be offensive, but I said it. I said it. So I did see that. I'm not going to dignify her by playing it. Y'all gonna have to look that up on y'all own, cause this is about Kobe. On a positive note, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna feed into the controversy that's gonna and there's gonna be plenty of controversy surrounding him. This one is gonna last. It's gonna rock. It's gonna rock the nation. I'm heartbroken at the amount of loss that this is. This is just a huge loss. It's a very, very huge loss. It really is. I am at a loss, you know? Me and this phone getting ready to fight if it don't just keep my stuff open. Okay, Black, I'll call you. Matter of fact, talking about you a wear a shirt that say LA niggas. I bet you would. You need to start putting them together. Yeah, bums and scammers. She came out and said it was an accident. She sure did. I bet he was worried about Kobe. The men. I know the men in the sports world are shocked, but this is a blow for the world. This is a blow for the world. Matter of fact, Black, I just got a new number this weekend. I need to send you this number. I'm actually getting ready to get off here. It's about to be 1 o'clock in the morning, and I gotta go to work. My schedule just changed, so I gotta work in the morning. Yes, my schedule changed again. But y'all know I wasn't gonna let the day go by without discussing this and without bringing this to y'all. I just had to. I can't, but they just had a 7-month-old baby. They just had a baby. Yes, QST, an accident on national television. You know what I thought? I said somebody Ron Burgundy her. I said somebody somebody put that shit on the teleprompter and she just was reading away. She just was reading. She just was reading. Going her merry way. Somebody put niggas on the teleprompter and she just said it. The LA niggers, I mean, yeah, Jola. Rest in peace to the Black Mamba. So I'm going to get out of here. I just wanted to make sure that I came and talked to y'all, gave y'all the rundown. Yeah, look, Black, I already said shame on the people that's getting ready to come with these conspiracy theories. It's too many kids involved for people to be playing like that. And then the people that they claiming are using Kobe for a sacrifice are already rich and famous and at the top of their game. It just wasn't necessary. It's just not that it don't make no damn sense for people to. People can't. You know what? Let's entertain that for a second. Okay, guys. Let's do this for 1 second before I get offline. Before I log off. Okay, I got y'all. We're gonna do this. Let's do this. Okay. If it were true that somebody sacrificed Kobe Bryant, his daughter, his assistant coach, another assistant coach, 2 children, and the pilot to sacrifice Kobe, even if that was the case, people don't have the human decency to understand that the people that passed away are still human beings. Y'all don't even give the families the chance to grieve before you open your mouth with something that could hurt, damage, or traumatize the family and the children and the people surrounding the event. Before y'all worry about y'all clicks and views and trying to prove some shit about something you never seen, touched, or made tangible in your life. And I want to say shame on these people, but these people have no shame. You have to be a shameless person to denigrate the name of a child, a deceased child, to even put them into stories of conspiracy and conspiracy theories before their bodies could even be cold. Her body not even cold yet, and people are already trying to presume that these 2 people were murdered. Even if they were, Detective Dan, can you wait the fuck a minute and let the family cry before you come out with these theories and shit about shit you don't fucking know? Ain't never flew a helicopter in your life, about to tell everybody about every procedure and protocol that's available for people who are flying in aerospace. Don't know anything about these people or these people's families or the people that they hang out with or the people that they have had themselves around. Kobe done been in the game for 20 years. The man has been retired for over 2 years. Why all of a sudden sacrifice him now that you got to get up out your seat when the nigga die and before he can even be put into the dirt? People attaching him to Satanism and satanic rituals. The man can't even go in the dirt. Because people don't have no life and they don't have nothing better to do. And this is what I mean. People are shameless. Because people who have shame and people who understand the idea of shame and what it is to respect the dead don't have time for this foolishness. Who is they? Who is they to be done with a retiree? He was retired. He was already retired. Who the fuck is they to be done with him? Who is they? The Kobe and Vanessa Foundation been around. Who the fuck is they? Who the fuck are they? And them? That's stupid. That's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense for people to have so much lack of respect for human life that you cannot even allow the family to grieve. People ain't heard of a moment of silence. Extend your moment and shut the fuck up just a little bit. Extend your moment of silence and stay silent. Some things, some of your thoughts and ideas don't always need to be expressed, especially the ones that can't be verified, especially the ones that have no tangible evidence that can be attached to it. Your opinion is not fact. What you think happened is not fact. And if it's not fact, sometimes you should shut the fuck up. That's all I'm saying. I like to speak with receipts. People ain't never met these people in their life and gonna tell them which friend is willing to kill them. Which friend got the money to put them away? Which friend did the setup for the sacrifice and why? You ain't never met these people to even know their friends, to determine which friend is the one that was gonna be down for the blood sacrifice. Which friend was gonna be down for the 13? Who the fuck is they? Who the fuck is they and them? Shut the fuck up. Sometimes. Shut the fuck up. God damn. It's the most irritating thing that irritates me. It irritates me to know that when people die, somebody is gonna have nothing better to do. This wasn't even a fucking murder. And there's some black person somewhere trying to figure out how to make it a murderer, how to make it a murder for clicks and views. Some lonely, miserable, just completely and totally ignorant. There's no better word. Ignorant. Some ignorant child is out there denigrating the name of a person that they don't fucking know for clicks and views. Somebody right now at the time of the murder is trying to figure out a way to, at the time of the death, is trying to figure out a way to make it murder for clicks and views. Meanwhile, somebody is at home crying about their granddaughter. Somebody has to bury their 41-year-old child. Their 40-some-year-old wife. Their 13-year-old child. Well, you running around here talking about a they and a them that don't nobody fucking know. Shut the fuck up and go sit your ugly ass down some motherfucking well. Put a cock in your mouth or something. Go do something with your life. That goes for everybody that's getting ready to start spitting that conspiracy theory shit. Go do something with your life. Why the fuck didn't you become a cop since you're such a good goddamn detective? Lord knows you will make more money doing that than doing this. Fuck out of here. Man can't even have his family grieve without other people talking about some dumb shit. Nothing better to do. The impact that this man made on the game is so great. Third-time highest scoring player in the league of all time. You couldn't find nothing else about him to talk about? You're that uninteresting? You're that uneducated? You're that dull? You're that drab? You lack that much comprehension. that out of 20 years of basketball history being created, that when this man died, you didn't have anything better to discuss that you could attach to his name. Shame on you. All the things that he did and all of the things that he was to the black community. And this is what you have to say for him less than 12 hours after he died. This what you want to attach to his name and his death. This what you want to attach to his legacy. Wow. Says a lot about people. It just says something about their character. It says something about their motive. It says something about their heart. It speaks to the heart of a person and their character, how they react to death, how they sympathize and empathize for other people. It says something to your character, how you treat the dead. I don't know. I just want to send respect, condolences, love, and just overall prayers to all of the families that were involved in this helicopter crash. Once again, I want to get these names. Give me 1 second, you guys. I want to get the names correct. Christina Mouser, Kobe Bryant's top assistant, and her family. We want to send our love to the Mamba Sports Academy. Everybody that was participating in the Mamba Cup. The Altabelli family. And the Bryant family. Our hearts go out to you. Giving you all of our love. Born 1978, August 23rd. Passing away January 26th of 2020. Once again, 5 NBA championships. 18-time All-Star player. 15-time member All-NBA. 12-time member All-Defense Team. 2008 MVP, Most Valuable Player for the NBA. He held the league in scoring for 2 seasons straight. Ranked 4th in the league's all-time scoring. 4th in all-time postseason scoring. The first guard in NBA history to play 20 seasons. I mean, he lived his life. He was the youngest player in the league to ever reach 30,000 career points. He was only 34 at that time. He tied with Bob Petty for the All-Star MVP award. He won gold medals as a member of the U.S. national team for basketball. And he actually just won an Academy Award for the best animated short film called Dear Basketball. So if you guys haven't heard or haven't had a chance to see the film is called Dear Basketball, and he won an Emmy for that. So, like I said, the man was living his life. He went from having all those basketball stats to an Academy Award. So rest in peace to the Black Mamba. Rest in peace to Gigi. Rest in peace to all of the families that were involved. And your legacy will live on, Kobe. Your legacy will live on. We we respect you and we appreciate what you brought to the world, not just to the game of basketball.